Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Kormos. I'm a cardiac surgeon and I run the Artificial Heart Program at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. For many years, I ran the heart transplant program, and that's perhaps the first time I became aware of the critical importance of Family House to the community and to our patients.
We're a local charity founded by some really smart people back in the early 80s with a common desire to reach out and take care of those traveling here to Pittsburgh seeking treatment at some of our best medical facilities. And in finding that many of those people were coming from all over the world and all over our country and receiving some of the top care in cancer treatment and transplant, we also found that for months on end, their family members had nowhere to stay. Many of them ended up sleeping in the hospital waiting rooms, sleeping in their cars, really trying to figure out how to have their life continue as they were caring for their loved ones.
Family House is a very unique resource for the community of Pittsburgh. The 4 homes now provide respite and a place to live for families who otherwise would be traveling huge distances for care.
We have 4 family houses here in the city of Pittsburgh, and we take care of 10,000 people annually. People just like you and me, who wake up in the morning and receive sometimes some life-changing news. And their option for treatment or for care is to travel here to Pittsburgh.
My husband needed a lung transplant. We were very fortunate to be put in touch with a doctor in New York at Mount Sinai who told us we must come to Pittsburgh.
I'm waiting for a new heart. We live 2 hours from Pittsburgh, and then they only give you 2 hours from the time they find the heart to the time they want you here.
We came out here just for a re-interview to get a lung transplant. I pulled up outside the hospital on the bus, and my coordinator called me up. He says, "Lou, where are you?" I says, "I'm downstairs." He says, "Come on up, we got a lung for you." That's how, it was like a miracle. So we just came out with a change of clothes. We were going back the next day. So we came out here and we had no clothes, no nothing.
And the tough part is when you find yourself in need, you're often overwhelmed with the entire experience of trying to figure out what the next step is, and often where I'm going to sleep tonight or how I'm going to afford to be in that town that's far away from home. It doesn't even occur to you until you land here. So Family House has a promise that no one will ever be turned away due to an inability to pay. And although we do charge for evening rates here that are subsidized well below 50% of a hotel, even that is too much for many of the families that find themselves here at Family House. And so our Family Assistance Fund is something that we take great pride in providing so that nobody has to feel that they don't have an option to receive that great medical care.
But it does more than that. It provides a home environment, and it provides a community of other individuals that have learned to share in their journeys through the fields of transplantation, the problems, the concerns, and the worries. And they support each other in a very unique fashion.
To keep a positive attitude and to deal with the stress is, it's pretty complex, it's pretty difficult, and you know, you feel so down and your spirits are so low. And then you go in the elevator or you come up here for lunch or dinner and you meet someone who's in dire straits, way worse than you are, and you think, you know, I can do this. I can do this. This person is, look at them, they're going on with their lives and they're taking care of their husband or wife. I can do this too. And it lifts my spirits and makes me feel that I can do it. It gives me a change in my attitude, and you wouldn't, if you were in a hotel, you wouldn't have that feeling. That would be just you would feel isolated.
When people come through these doors and they're a little bit, they walk into the kitchen, they're a little bit hesitant. Because I was like that, I can go over because I know how they're feeling. And, then we kind of chat and
it just felt really great coming here and knowing that the people that were here, everybody had something similar like you.
Our family does come down, family members do come down, at intervals, but Family House has really become our family here. So it's real supportive. You feel like you are in a community, like a healing community.
If you knew my wife before this thing transpired, she would never approach anybody and go start a conversation. She came here and it just changed her.
And it's just an outstanding place. I've had more fun here, despite the fact that it's been such a serious journey. And we've been here 7 months now.
We're led by a wonderful team of board of directors, a lot of community supporters, and quite frankly, we're only here because there's a need. And so we keep our eye on that focus and do our very best to provide the home-like experience that everybody deserves when they're on that journey of critical illness.
I'll tell you, my experience in this town has been fabulous. I'm in love with Pittsburgh now, and I had no idea what Pittsburgh was about. All I could picture Pittsburgh is smoke coming out of steam and all those things. And it's a beautiful town, and the people are marvelous.
And people in Pittsburgh are so kind to us too. And we're right in the middle of the campus, Pitt campus. So there are all these young people and you just feel like, I'm kind of a part of this.
Over the course of 28 years, we've been that home for over, I guess what it would rank to now would be about 125,000 families. So we've made a difference in their lives. We've been part of their lives. We still receive cards from people. We've gotten wedding notices and announcements about their grandchildren being born that they're around to see. And they've really brought their family into our family. So it doesn't really end when somebody checks out here.
When I leave here, hopefully I will not revert back to that old person that I was when I came to Pittsburgh. And I'm going to make something of my life.